Hi guys, Steph here. Okie dokie. As promised in my last video, the Waterman video that I did just recently, which is still available. There's nobody out there interested in a lovely Waterman Exception fountain pen? If so, you know what to do, as with all these pens as well, because most of these will be available. If there's anything of interest, as I always say in my pen haul videos, down below there, get in touch. And don't forget, people, as I tell everybody, if you don't ask, you don't know. Because I believe a lot of people watch these videos and they go, oh, that's a lovely pen. Oh, waste of time inquiring about it. I bet it's long gone, long sold. That's not always the case. So if in doubt, don't be shy. Down below, get in touch. So what are we doing today? I'm showing you some of the box pens. There's also a little bag of pens that I'm going to show you for a specific reason as well, so keep watching. So without further ado, right to the front, what we got here, there we go, looks like, is it Parker Slim Fold? There we go, correct gold nib in its well, is it original box? I'm not too sure, but it's with a box. So a nice little Parker Slim Fold. We've got the Conway Stewart pen as opposed to Conway Stewart, so hopefully for you regular viewers or you people in the know, that'll give you a clue to the pen, because there we go, look at the barrel imprint there, the Conway Stewart, and then number, is it a 759, is it? Okay, and then made in England, but look at it, lovely condition. Yep, it's got the Conway Stewart nib, lovely pen, lovely condition, just needs a new sack. Well, I've not even tested whether it needs a new sack or not, but either way, it will be disassembled and checked over for anybody that is interested in this gorgeous pen. To the top here, there we go, we've got a Parker fountain pen and pencil, and this one is a Parker Victory. There you go, it's got a Parker nib as well, so there we go, a nice Parker Victory. Now these Parker Victories, like a lot of the Parker pens, make superb everyday writers. This one, as you can see, comes with a pencil in a set. So if that's of interest to you people, you know what to do. As I keep saying, down below, get in touch, don't be shy, and don't wait. If you wait, you may miss it, because, yeah, I mean, I've still got a lot of pens available from the May pen haul, May 26. Okay, so if none of these pens and the ones that I'll be showing you, the loose ones, if none of them, find new homes, then I think as far as these pen haul videos, these pen hunting videos are concerned, I think they're going to have to stop, because we need to get the pens out there to buy extra stock. So let's carry on. Here we go. Does what it says on the tin. A lovely cross. Is it a ballpoint or a pencil? Yeah, a nice ballpoint in this chrome. Made in Ireland. I forget the specific model. It's the earlier model. Excellent everyday writing pen. So somebody wants a nice ballpoint. You've got a lovely cross pen there. Now, this one's interesting. If you look here, in fact, I forgot saying look here, forgot what it says. Imperial, it says Imperial brass in this round logo, and then Schaefer. And then if I open it up, look at that. We've got a Schaefer Tiger. Again, it's a ballpoint. And once again, just to the front, you can see this circular logo which says Imperial Brass. So we've got the ballpoint, and if we go over here and open this for you, there we go, look at that. We've got the Schaefer Tiger, once again, Imperial Brass. Okay, so this was a special series that they did, as it says, in brass. It's got the gold inlaid nib, as you can see there, 14 carat. And yeah, there you go, a Schaefer converter. Okay, so that's the fountain pen. So you got the fountain pen, the ballpoint, and in this particular case, what actually happened, it actually came with a little case like this to hold your Schaefer cartridges. Okay, so all these are generally in one. You've got the cartridge, the fountain pen, and the ballpoint, or whichever one it is. If it's of interest, get in touch. There we go, look at that. And lovely Schaefer pencil. There we go, look at that. Full working order, in black, lovely condition, ready to go. Anybody looking for a Schaefer pencil, you know what to do, please get in touch. There we go, look at that. A lovely Burnham set. So it says Burnham, London. In lovely condition. Okay, let's have a look at the nib. There we go. You've got the Burnham nib as well in this, yeah, this burgundy, pink, mauve marbling. The trim there, you can see, is in lovely condition, and it comes with a pencil. In fact, if I remember rightly, I think I bought a few I've got a couple of nice Burnham pens in this haul. So, you know, if you've not collected Burnham, then this is a chance, because they are a classic British made fountain pen. Okay, this one's interesting once again. We've got a pencil, there we go, in full working order, as you can see there. And we've got the fountain pen. Now this one, I'm not sure if I can show you, it's very difficult on this particular colour, but it's a Conway Stewart number 58 with the 3 bands. And if we show you there, it's got a Duro nib, the Conway Stewart Duro nib. So top of the range Conway Stewart fountain pen in this grey hatch pattern, which is very sought after. Okay, a little bit of a mark there, that'll polish out, no problem. Okay, so there we go, a fountain pen and pencil, the Conway Stewart 58. And then we've got the mystery pen. Yes, what's a pen haul without a mystery pen? So this one, I'll do a separate review for you in the next, well, when I've got time, in the next few days. So keep watching. I don't know if I've actually showed you one before, but it's a lovely pen, and I thought, yeah, it deserves a separate review, as does a number of other pens that I've got in this haul, which I mentioned in my previous video. I'll be doing a review on each individual pen. So keep watching and keep inquiring. Okay, so not only them, but also what actually happened, I went to a store, because basically what I do, I walk to all the stores and I just repetitively ask questions. Do you have any fountain pens for sale? And one chap said, yeah, I've got a few fountain pens. You want to have a look at them? So I said, yes, please. And this is what he brought out to me in this bag. Okay. Now, before I even looked at them, he was very fair with me, and he said none of them have nibs. Look at that. So if we randomly look at that, a Waterman. There we go. Oh, let's look at this one. Oh, nice pen. A Wyvern. No nib. And last but not least, let's go back to, there you go, another Waterman. There we go, no nib. So basically he said he bought them off a gentleman who, well, like a lot of other people, other pens that we're finding, oh, that one's a bit bent, isn't it? Like a banana. But yeah, none of these pens have a nib, so the gentleman must have took the nibs out and, yeah, weighed them in because he thought they were worth millions. But no. So if anybody's interested in any of these, there's Parker Dufols, there's Parker Victories, that's a Waterman, as I just showed you, another Waterman, a little burgundy Waterman there. There's a Parker, that's a Parker Dufold. I'm not even sure what that is. But once again, none of them have nibs, but yeah, maybe somebody wants one for spares, or maybe somebody has a spare nib at home that they can use. If that's you, then you know what to do. Get in touch. But there we go. That's the sad state of the pen. Well, yeah, it's not the pen market, because I know pen dealers and pen enthusiasts don't do it. But, you know, when you're out in the wild looking for pens, you may find that there's some people out there that think they're worth, you know, it's worth just taking the nibs out, scrapping them, and then discarding the pens. But as I said, I didn't pay a great deal for him. He was very honest with me up front, so, you know, for the price that he asked for him, I thought, yeah, I'll buy them just to show you people what is happening out there with some of these vintage pens. So that's about it for now. So what I'll do next, I'll come back and show you the loose pens. I've got quite a few loose pens to show you, so keep watching. And again, don't forget, anything of interest down below, don't be shy, get in touch. Okay, so keep watching. We've got another couple of videos coming. Well, we'll have when I find time, we've got a few interesting videos coming up, but the main thing is that, well, yeah, don't be shy. If there's anything you're looking for, please get in touch, because I do need to turn these pens around. Otherwise, as I say, at this particular moment, because I spent quite a lot of money on this particular haul, if I don't recoup my costs, I'm not going out again, you know, to search for pens, pen hunting, because basically I can't afford it and I can't sustain it. So I do need to sell some of the pens to recoup my costs. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed looking at these pens as much as I enjoy showing them to you, even though they've been, you know, they're costing me money, time, effort, etc. But if there's anything of interest, as I said, down below, get in touch. So don't forget, get in touch down below, make an inquiry, give the video a thumbs up if you will. Don't forget to subscribe as well. But for now, I'm just going to say Slava Ukraini from me and all these lovely pens. Bye-bye for now.